Yeah, traveling's
learn
like the
new
best
things.
shit you can do.
Exactly.
All right, now we're finally live.
Okay.
Welcome to
Let's
Slept On, the
Sounds
most
good.
slept on podcast in the motherfucking world. Uh,
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to wake them up with my boy Aaron, man. Our artist producer extraordinaire. We're definitely happy to have you here.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate y'all having me on. Blessings.
You know it. Let's get right into it, man. Tell us a little bit about your background and like what part of the city you grew up in.
I was born up on the north side of Chicago, but after like around a couple years, my me and my mom just like ended up moving to Cicero, so we were just posted up over here.
Okay.
Started getting into music because I just really liked it.
Just really like
Um, I don't know.
nobody in your family does music.
Yeah, I just really no. Nobody in my family has ever done music before me. We
Uh,
would just play a lot of Motown, like into like the OJs, GQ, Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, and
ooh,
who else? Just like oldies, just straight to me. Even shit like man, like Van Dross, Sam Cooke, like all that, all the oldies. You feel me?
you that
So that's just what my
you
mom raised me up on.
you definitely just went crazy and named some classic people. So do you feel like listening to them first kind of makes your sound different?
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like to approach it like the ways I can. Like I originally got into music by DJing. Like I originally started DJing when I was like 10 years old. And then from there, I just realized that I couldn't like blow up off DJing until I like actually started making beats. So that's what got me into it.
damn,
And
since
so
10 years old, that's wild.
exactly 10-year-old DJ. What type of mixes did you have popping off?
Bro, that was the time when like dubstep was just first booming. So I was just all EDM mixes. Like, bro, like I would literally just listen to EDM like all but like now I just do like just straight music. So it's all different because EDM's oversaturated as fuck now. But that's just
Go,
the industry.
go crazy. I understand that. And so you were saying that you originally wanted to be a DJ at first. So
Yes.
so so like what were you telling people that like telling your family and friends like I'm about to be a DJ? Da, 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 da.
Yeah, literally like probably my biggest DJ inspirations would be like Daft Punk.
Yeah.
I fuck with those dudes heavy.
Okay. I like them too. I like them too. And so you went from DJing to beat making, and then writing your own music with lyrics.
Well, actually, I got into making beats and all that because my boys would just like fuck around and rap. So I'd just be like, "Oh, let me try my hand at this beat making shit." Then I just started to end up liking it more, and then that's how I really got into it. Really like DJing, producing. I got into like engineering more, and then I started making my own music.
What do you
Okay.
what do you engineer on? What program?
Uh, I try to keep myself open because I remember when I was younger, people wouldn't take me seriously because they'd be like, "Oh, what's this little kid trying to do like work with me?" He probably had the same shit I use. So like I kind of just taught myself how to use like Ableton, FL, Pro Tools, Logic, Reason, like yeah. And like as of lately, I've been trying to like pick up Studio One, which I really really like. Studio One is fire.
Bet,
Go
bet. Yeah,
crazy.
I've only used Ableton. I like Ableton a lot though. Uh,
Ableton's so good.
yeah, Ableton goes crazy.
And then so did you start out rapping or were you like singing or what type of music were you making?
I was just I don't know. I was just trying to do like a lot of like R&B, I guess, because I wanted to like sing more. But then I just kind of just like my boys have bars, so they would just like help me out here and there, and then I just started to pick up the pace with that.
Go crazy. And so what was some what was some of your first topics that you were rapping about as a kid coming up?
Uh oh well, I wasn't making like actual rap songs or songs for that matter until like damn near my senior year. Like it took me a while to actually like break out of my shell and like use my voice. I was just more or less like just trying to produce and see what I could do in the background. I've always been trying to like be. I'm more into being behind the scenes than to like actually put myself in the forefront.
I feel you. I feel you. And so what Chicago rappers were you listening to, man? Who influenced you?
Oh, bro, like everyone. I was fucking Legato, Keith, Von, all of them.
How did you feel when that Chief Keef era came about, man? Because they just completely changed the game.
Bro, literally, bro. Like as soon as like I heard like Love Sosa and all that shit, bro, it was immediately download the Young Chop kit instantaneously.
Go crazy. And Love Sosa. What was your first introduction to Keith?
Well, yeah, well, no, not my first introduction to Keith. I was like listening to like the stuff that he was doing before that, but Love Sosa just happened to come out on my birthday, so that's why I
Oh
just
wow.
fuck with that song heavy.
When is your B day, my boy?
My B day is October 18th.
Okay. So it just passed.
Yeah, it just passed. I just turned 21.
Go crazy, man! The big 2-1 can finally legally get a drink now.
It's a wild year to
Right.
turn 21 too.
Right, motherfuckers can finally go into the dispo, bro. Yes, bro. I have to fucking eat before I go to the dispo and shit. It's crazy.
That's so weird.
Going back to growing up on the north side, man. Explain to us the north side a little bit, because the north side has been kind of like unknown a little bit, kind of like Polo G just came out from out north and kind of put them on the map. And who'd you guys have before him? Like Young Pappy,
Yeah, Pappy, but R.I.P. that man.
The north side, people don't think of the north side as being like as hood or as tough or whatever. How would you describe the north side? What was it like for you growing up?
I could see that. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't really grow up in Chicago too much. Like as like a little kid, I kind of like moved over to the suburbs quick as hell. I'm not even going front to you or none of that. But my OG, my mom was a social worker for like Family Health Network. I don't know if they're still around, but my mom was a social worker for all that stuff. So I would be moving with her like wherever she'd go. Like she'd be going up to like Chinatown to go get numbers, to go get people on. Like I'd be going to the South Side. We'd be at the WIC centers. Like I used to be all over like in Inglewood and all that stuff. But now my mom has like real estate over there. So I still be up out south or like even out west and all that. So I would just be all around Chicago, to be honest with you.
Go crazy. That's good, man. You got to experience the city as a whole.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better seeing it as a kid than now.
So you can definitely see the difference between old school Chicago, like Chi-Town, and this Chirac type of generation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Because like nowadays, people get killed for anything. But I mean, back then, I feel like it wasn't that bad. There was definitely a lot less killings when I was like a little kid.
Man, man, Joe. Yeah. Those days when chips was still $1.
Yeah, bro. When you could get the 4 for $1, bro.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I meant. 25 cents, right? $4 for $1.
Bro,
Still like that down in Florida.
Is hidden.
That you said there's still that price in Florida, Tucky?
Yeah, Florida's way cheap.
Oh wow,
that sounds so fire.
Exactly. You guys cost of living, man, right? Because we miss those days.
For real.
You got to come in the store with at least like $5 now.
How much does a hot dog cost there?
Like a hot dog? I don't know.
Right.
I thought that's all you guys ate, bro. I thought all you guys ate was hot dogs.
You said all we ate
like a street
hot dogs and pizza.
Like, bro, if you go to Jim's Originals right now, you could probably get a hot dog for $3.75 with some fries.
That's not bad. That's pretty cheap.
Ooh, $3.75.
Oh, Prince crazy. He's about to leave the interview.
But not on my boy. And so what was your family and friends' reaction to you wanting to be an artist? Were they supportive of you immediately?
My mom is super supportive of like anything I do. She was probably the person who like, actually like the story of like how it all came apart. I was at a family party and the guy that my brother-in-law hired to DJ the party, because it was like my nephew's birthday party. He was like DJing it and I was just like interested. So I was just kind of like, peeking, being nosy on the side. I'm being a little kid. Didn't care. So then it got down to the point where I was like, like, you think you could like touch it or like explain like what these do? Like, I'm interested as hell. Like, this is something I really want to do. And he just took it onto me. I think his name was DJO. Yeah, his name was DJO. I don't have like his contacts or anything now. I don't even talk to bro anymore. But literally, dude was like just telling me like, this is the play button. This is how you do this. He didn't like mentor me or none because when I finally got my gear, I like took the time to sit down and learn it. But he was definitely the person who like was nice enough to like be like, this is what this does. Because I remember before, like at other family parties or just even before that, I would like go to DJs and they would just like treat me like I was a nuisance and shit. Like, the fuck is this little kid trying to do? Like, get out of here. So it was cool to see that little change and difference and like the support, because then he like let me use his gear and like fuck around a little bit. And obviously I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, so shit sounded bad. But my whole family was there at the family party, so they were like, "Hey, Aaron going crazy." So then from there, my mom was just like, "Oh, you know, maybe you could do this." So then from there, like she just shout out my mom, bro, because my mom's so fucking supportive and like of anything I do, like even to this day. And she was just like, "Oh, like we should go get you gear." So like, bro, like she like cashed me out, got me like probably the best gear that I could have got, and like it was probably shit that was way too like expensive for like even a beginner. But yeah, shout out my mom, man. She was going crazy.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Gotta have people that are all in.
Definitely.
That definitely feels good to have that type of support. And so tell me, man, what's the girls' reaction to you saying that like, oh, I'm an artist. I do music.
I don't know. I feel like my girl's pretty supportive of like anything I do artist wise, but I feel like when I bring it up to other people, they're just like, oh, okay. Because I feel like nowadays it's kind of like a dime a dozen to be an artist. But when like you show them that you actually have good music, it's whole perspective on like what you could do.
Exactly. That's a good point, because right, everybody wants to be a rapper now or be in the music industry in some form or capacity. So yeah, people just hear the like, okay, you got to show them the work behind that.
Do you have any tracks we could play on the stream to get the audience acclimated to who you are?
I do. Yes. I don't know if you want to go to my SoundCloud, or I do have music on like I do one song on like all streaming platforms. Yeah, it's just my the title of the song is.
So you want to go to SoundCloud? All right, let's go.
Yeah, SoundCloud's cool. And then in the search bar, could you type in NORAAACOSTA and then hit enter, please. I'm right there, boss man. And then can you go to tracks? No, those are all my girls' mixes. My girl actually goes crazy on SoundCloud. She got like 2,000 followers.
Oh, that's sick.
But yeah, she goes crazy. But yeah, if you go to tracks, it should be the first one.
Need it.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything to say about this track before we play it?
I made this song in like less than an hour in my room like a year ago, and I made the beat, I wrote it, I engineered it, I mastered it, I did everything on it. I even did the cover art. I took that picture.
Go crazy.
Sick. What is that?
Oh, it's just a building of a city that's like downtown, and then I just put a
Oh, I see now. Yeah, that's crazy. It's kind of trippy. All right, let's get it. I'm gonna mute you guys. Yeah, there you go. I don't need them. I don't need them. No, I don't. I don't need them. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't need them. I get the bag, I secured, I need it. I see the chicks over there, I don't need them. Look at my wrist and all you see is dance. You through your glasses, can't see through the lens. I just want money, man, I don't need friends. Lead is my detox and I'm on a cleanse. Come through and meet me, I'm smoking on ends. I'm on my bro and he whipping the bench. Yeah, and he whipping the Benz, yeah. I got a whole lot of friends, yeah. I do not follow no trends, yeah. I just want my dividends, yeah. When your girl see me, she bends, yeah. I know I'm making amends, yeah. You need a favor, depends, yeah. Hermes link, I want a mink. I need a shrink, I need a drink. She got a kink, leave her like a sink. Then we can link, meet up in a blink. Hold up, I need to rethink. Rethink everything, yeah. Rethink everything, yeah. On top better things, yeah. Next stop is Beijing, yeah. Next stop is Beijing, yeah. Next stop is Beijing, yeah. I get the bag, I secured, I need it. I see the chicks over there, I don't need them. Look at my wrist and all you see is dance. You through your glasses, can't see through the lens. I just want money, man, I don't need friends. Lead is my detox and I'm on a cleanse. Come through and meet me, I'm smoking on ends. I'm on my bro and he
I see my boy coming through kind of drippy on that one.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. That's love, fam. Appreciate you.
And so
Yeah, that was
you did all
fire.
the
I really
production on
dug
that one,
that.
right?
Yeah, literally, I did the beat, engineered it, did everything.
It was super clean. I liked it a lot. You got a good flow.
Thank you. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And so you said you were saying that your girl is an engineer as well.
Oh no, my girl, she DJs, she like makes mixes on SoundCloud and all that.
Okay. But that's probably fun to have a girl who does music too, right?
Yeah, it's super awesome because like her opinion is like I think the world of it. So, you know.
Yeah, my boy, you all are a good team. And so how do you get over writer's block, man, in the studio?
Oh, I just try to like honestly, I don't try to force shit. Like if I can think of it, I'll let it come to me. Like I can make beats all day, but if I'm writing and I can't think of anything, I'll just like let life take its course and let it come to me. Like when I feel like I'm ready to write, I write. But even sometimes when I feel like I can write, I still get stuck. And something that helps me like a lot, I try not to rhyme too much because I feel like that shit just sounds corny as hell. Like I don't know if you could tell, but in that song, I was obviously rhyming every fucking word possible, and that's because I was using Rhyme Zone and shit to like help my rhymes and stuff. So yeah, I was just using Rhyme Zone. Horrible,
Hey, whatever you gotta do, you know? Like as long as
right?
you're
I
producing it
mean,
in the end, like you make
yeah.
it work.
And so since you said you really don't care too much about being a guy in front of the camera, like are you really trying to have your rapping take off, or are you just doing that, or you really want your producing to take off?
Bro, honestly, I just want to make good music. That's it. Like point blank, period. Like I could care less about the shit blowing up. Like as long as I make music that's good and like it can at least like help people or like even just like they could feel something off it or just have a good time to it. That's what makes my day happy at the end of the day.
Okay. So that's your goal with this music stuff, to make music that affects people positively.
Yeah, or just to make good music in general. Like I just like to be able to listen to my tracks and just be like, oh wow, I did a good job on that. Like just satisfying as hell.
Yeah, my man. And so what type of stuff do you generally talk about in your music?
Oh, I'm gonna come clean, just like drugs.
the drug
Just
talk,
drugs.
man.
So you're trying to make
Yeah,
that party music.
yeah, party music. But also, I feel like drugs are a pretty good part of like helping create music too. That's a side that people don't talk about.
Man,
What do you use when you're making music?
I like.
What do you like?
I'm not gonna try to incriminate myself, but
Like you like the psychedelics? You like that crack?
I the crack, man.
right.
Nah, I'm playing, bro.
Nah,
Uppers and downers.
I tried to dabble in a lot of shit, but I just realized a lot of shit don't work for me. Like I definitely don't fuck with white girl. Um, I don't fuck with probably like a lot of the shit. Like to be honest, the top three things I do is just like cannabis. I hit up my girl Molly once in a while, and maybe
Yeah.
just liquor.
Okay.
And shrooms too. Shrooms are pretty safe. I fuck with shrooms.
Yeah, I like
Shrooms.
shrooms better
I
than
love
acid.
I love the shrooms, man. Okay, make you think about everything so differently.
Yes, sir. We definitely got to get up to a little shroom brainstorm session sometime soon, my boy.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you
sir. You
haven't
know the
said anything
vibes.
but a
You
word,
know the
man.
vibes.
Right. Because like I hit you up in your inbox like a month or so ago. Like,
Bro,
man, where the
yes.
shrooms
That's actually how me and Prince started talking. That's so funny.
I definitely was looking for the shrooms, man. People will be surprised that like I'll be looking for the shrooms. Like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. I thought you were hitting me up about it the whole time, bro. I got you. I'm gonna hit you up, like, bro. Like, literally, right after this, I'm gonna go hit on my boy and we'll plan some shit out ASAP.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's love, man. And then
I got you, gang.
Tekken will be here like late next month to
Yes,
shoot some videos and everything. Yeah, man, we'll definitely have a little session.
dude, yes, we gotta get up a second. Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
that would be dope, actually.
And so do you do any camera work as well, or you just audio engineer guy?
I just focus on audio. I got a lot of buddies who do camera stuff though, but yeah, that stuff looks way too crazy difficult. I wish I could do shit like that.
Well, like, yeah, honestly, a lot of the new music videos go crazy because they use a lot of like
Yeah,
digital, like
so
3D
many effects.
animations and crazy effects. But I don't know. I feel like it's a lot like the level of that you have to be to learn like Ableton and stuff. It's just in some ways it's more similar or more easy actually because it's just through visuals. I don't know. It's
True.
just one of those things. Once you do it, like it becomes easier.
Yeah, it's pretty
Hey.
easy to deceive the eyes. So I guess I see what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. Because like people don't really know how like easy some stuff really is, or like how really hard some simple shit is. But
True.
if you're really
I
trying
never
to
thought
make
about
some
it that
visible,
way.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Or like, but if you have a vision, you could probably make anything.
Yeah, I completely agree. Those are some wise ass words. Taking go crazy. I'm gonna quote that.
my my boy Tech the Wizard, man.
He going
We're
crazy.
really out here, bro.
Tell us about the collective that you're a part of, bro, because you're a part of like a little producer group, right?
Oh yeah. So I'm part of a group called Shibu. But man, bro, like when I tell you that those boys work, they work, bro. Like I thought I had crazy work ethic, but these guys make beats all day. Like I'm literally in group chats with all these guys, and like they like there's a bunch of my buddies like CGM, Gohan, M2K. M2K is all the way from London too. Like we're just basically a big producer group that's trying to just grab some of the best big underground low key producers and just work. Like we're all about working. So I'm
Go
one of the
crazy.
engineers of the group. I wish I was a better producer because man, dude, these guys go crazy. Like they make the craziest beats. Like they're just different, bro. Like I wish I could produce like that.
It's good.
But like
You can and you will, bro, because you're on that team. So it's like practicing with LeBron James. You're getting better and better every day.
definitely. That's a good way
That's
to think of it. But like, yeah, man, like just like these guys have placements for like little like famous Dex, 10K Cash, Lil Got It, Lil Keed. Like they were big like rappers who got like big placements. So it's just a little intimidating, but I know that those are my boys. They got me
Yeah, that's
go crazy.
awesome, man. Little Keed goes crazy. I love Little Keed.
so crazy, dude. He's dropping the deluxe version. Like I think
Today?
it just dropped. Yeah, like right
Oh,
now. I
that's
think it already dropped.
crazy. I definitely gotta get stoned and listen to that later.
Yeah.
Joe, and so you guys are pretty much about to be the ones that develop the new Chicago sound, man.
Man, we're hoping to. We're just trying to like really just shift the whole wave like on everything because we all just feel like we were just talking about it and we're like, man, like you know those internet money dudes and no hate to internet money because they got big producers like Nick Mira, you know them dudes who produce for like Juice World and all that. They got like Ty Fontaine, Trippie Redd, all that. But like I just feel like those like I was we were talking about it and there was like like a tweet that the big dude Taz Taylor the head of internet money was talking about and he said like oh like today's sound of rap is getting so generic and boring but it's like how can you talk about that when you're the beat maker who is giving the sound to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you should
exactly.
be trying to develop it more.
Exactly. You're the one in control of the whole sound. So make it
Literally.
good, then.
Right. So we were just talking about it. And we're like, man, we just really want to just shift the waves with everything. So we just been trying to like they've all been making like crazy beats and stuff. I've been trying to switch up my game too, but I've been listening to too much Lil Baby, bro. I feel like my 808 bass line's been repetitive as hell.
I,
Throw on some James
you,
Blake, bro.
you
Bro,
definitely
yes,
always
James
got
Blake
a
is so good.
Dude, his production quality is crazy.
little baby's one of the best right
Insane.
now.
Yeah, it's fucking top level.
But now you definitely always gotta refresh your musical palette.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I feel like oldies come in handy.
Oh yeah. Definitely right. Because it just switches up your sound.
Yeah, totally. Like I just been bumping all the Marvin Gaye albums lately. Like I Want You, What's Going On, um, Here My Dear, the expanded edition. I love that album so much.
My boy, that's so good to hear you call out these classics. But aren't you Hispanic? And excuse me if I'm wrong.
No. I am Hispanic. I'm
Oh,
Latino.
okay. Yeah, right. So yeah, being influenced by these classic African American sounds and like Motown artists and whatnot. That's a pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Like I'm not that like I've always like resented my culture or anything like that, but I've always felt more invited by like African American culture than my own. So that's why I just feel like I relate to it more. Because even when I was a little kid, I didn't even go to school with like Latino people till I was in like maybe second, third grade. Like I was going to school on the south side and the west side, and like all my pre-K classes, like I don't have the pictures on me, but like I'll literally send it to you when I find it. But it was literally just me, the only Latino kid in a class full of like African American people.
Okay, okay. That's what's up. And they were pretty accepting of you from the beginning.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And
Yeah,
so,
I feel like people. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off.
no,
You go
no,
first.
no. I'm listening to you.
Oh, I was just gonna say like it was always just one of those things where I feel like they didn't look at me any different. So yeah, you know, I never did the same either.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
man.
up.
That's love. And so what type of vibes do you like in the studio, bro? Do you like it to be a like a party atmosphere or just you and the artist locking in?
It really depends because like me and my like when I engineer people or I'm like tracking and record them, some people will bring people who think they know it all. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and like they'll like try to tell me how to do my job and shit like while I'm engineering them. But some artists are really really cool and they bring like a lot of cool people and like the party vibe is perfect. But like some people you need them to be one on one because their friends take them off track.
Yeah, okay, I feel yeah, definitely don't need any distractions in the studio because
Yeah, totally.
it is still a place of work at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. Or even just artists who like bring in the whole party and then they'll bring girls and then like it just be tough because you know they'll have girls watching and thinking that hit's gonna get made and they're still trying to record their verse for the 16th time. Like they're telling me run it back, run it back, run it back, and it's just like, bro, you looking bad in front of the girls right now. Like that's tough.
And right and right and you can kind of feel like the energy going down.
Yeah, and I feel like it's also important for an engineer to like have the capabilities to like control the session. Like if you see an artist struggling, like don't let him struggle. Like just be like, "Yo, run that back real quick," and just like save him the hassle of like even getting embarrassed by like or whatever. Because you never know, the girls might be in there thinking like, "Man, this dude ass. Why the fuck I pull up? They ain't even got no bottles here." You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Good engineer, man. You're a good engineer. And so,
I
and so,
try, bro.
are you shy about giving constructive criticism, or is that easy for you?
No, not at all. I feel like I always just try to be vocal about it from like the jump. Like as soon as the artist, like as soon as I open the door to let them into the building, like I'm instantly like, oh, like what are we doing today? Like how many did you want to knock out? Like oh, send me the beats. Like this and that. Like just chopping it up with them because I feel like artists should be comfortable
So are
at all
you
times.
are you charging people at this point?
Could you repeat that? I'm
Are
sorry.
you charging people money at this point?
Oh yeah, I work at Soundboard Media, and I work for someone. I work for a good old lady named Stasia Beats. She is awesome. I love her. She's the best boss ever. She's super cool, super nice. She just lets me do my thing and like just make good music. So I couldn't appreciate her more. But yes, I do charge. We have an A room and a B room. The A room goes for 45, and the B room goes for 35 an hour.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
Okay. And so, have you do you have a home studio and you do that studio as well?
I used to be more home studio, but like ever since I've been like real back and forth between like because I don't even really live in Cicero anymore like that. I just kind of be back and forth between going to the city in the studio and then going back to my OG's crib. But she lives way out south, like in Plainfield. So you know I'd be back and forth a lot.
Okay, a lot of traveling, man. But
Yeah,
who's your favorite artist now? Like who's your favorite artist now?
favorite artist right now. That's a toughie. Mm, I want to say right now probably like. There's got to be like a fine cut between Childish Gambino or like Party Next Door.
Wow, that's
to, to,
interesting.
to, to, yeah, that definitely is two fire artists, man. Childish Gambino. I still remember when
Yeah,
that boy came out with Freaks and Geeks.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. I
for
fuck
real.
with Bino so hard, bro. Bino changed
Community,
my whole perspective.
bro, he
Yeah,
was so
bro.
dope
Yes,
on
I was just
Community
watching
too.
Community with my girl earlier.
I
Yes,
love
bro.
that show.
Pop, pop.
Hell yeah, the fucking paintball,
Fucking
serious little
magnitude.
spot. That shit was crazy. This is America. He goes crazy.
Right. To see him go from Freaks and Geeks to This Is America, like
Or even
his
from
whole
like,
little evolution
Bro,
is
or
crazy.
even from 3005 to This Is America, bro. It's crazy.
dude, just in general, bro. Like, and I feel like that man's like progression and like just how he does everything, bro. Like, he is really the true Renaissance man, and he inspires me so much. He's probably like one of my biggest idols because he's just a Renaissance man. Like, he takes himself every position
Yeah, and
and
he's like,
kills
he
it.
brings the same
Clap.
quality everywhere as well.
Yes,
It's
bro.
crazy.
Yes.
Exactly. That definitely could make an argument for him as the most diverse person in music.
Yes. Or just in media in general. Like, who do you know that like directs, makes shows,
He's
does
kind of like an
screenplays?
upgraded Will Smith.
Oh,
Exactly. And the
that's a
boy
good
even does
debate.
stand up comedy.
Oh yeah, can't forget that man funny as hell.
That's crazy as hell. I always forget he does all that shit.
and so, man, what's your funniest or wildest experience in the studio that you've had so far?
Funniest would probably
Yeah.
have to be one time I was recording two artists and they was off the drugs when they pulled up, and they got like a long ass block. Like they got like an 8 hour block. So we was sitting there for a minute and they was like smoking with me. We were, we was getting it right, but I didn't know that they was off the pills, right? So I'm mixing the song and we got like probably like 2 hours left and I just turned back and they are just creased, like just creased, bro. Like just knocked the fuck out. And I'm just like trying to wake them up, tapping them, but bro,
They just all gone
like they were
simultaneously.
just knocked fuck out. Like I literally
God damn.
like literally I'm so glad we recorded everything that session because I had 4 songs to mix and they fell asleep for like a good 2 hours in the session. And I ended up waking them up at the end of the session and they finally woke up and I was like, yo, like I did everything, like y'all good. And I played it back for them and they're like, yo, like thank you so much. And then they just left. It was the funniest shit ever.
And then so you said your homies are part of your producer collective. They have a crazy work ethic. But you said you have a good work ethic as well. Describe that to me. Do you try to make like 5 songs a day or something, or like
Uh,
how does?
I feel like my work ethic just goes into like when I'm doing something, I like don't stop until it's done the right way, like how I want it done. That's how I figure my work ethic be. I might not be as consistent as they are, but I definitely work on my consistency.
Okay, so perfectionist.
Yes, yes,
You try to have everything sounding crisp and on point.
yeah, but man, bro, being a perfectionist, you just go crazy.
Yeah, right. That stuff will keep you up late at night.
Yeah, definitely on the insomnia.
And so, have you done any performances?
No, I'm yet to do any performances or like shoot any videos like that. Like I told you, bro, I'm like really behind the scenes, so I just try to focus on just how like just how you hear me, more or less.
Okay. So you haven't even shot any videos yet, but you
No,
are you thinking about doing one for that single that you had us listen to?
yes. I mean, I plan. I mean, maybe not that single. I have some more music that I'm working on, but it's like just like kind of undercover, like unreleased right now because I don't know how I even feel about those 3 songs that I'm working on right now. I was planning on dropping a project for my birthday this year, but I've just been so busy in the studio recording other people being booked, like doing sessions that I haven't even had time to work on my music.
Okay. And so yeah. Explain that to us a little bit. Talk to us a little bit about networking, man. And all the artists that you get to meet. Do you like that part of it?
Yes, I feel like having a studio job and being an engineer, it like helps you out so much because like you could be making beats and it could also be another way for you to sell your beats because I'd be making beats in between sessions of like recording artists and they'd be like, oh man, like I finished recording all my songs, or they'll come in talking about like I have no beats, can you play me some? So like that's just a good way to make money on the side or just even network with artists because a lot of the time doing sessions with artists, they'll fuck with you or I mean, from my experience, I've had a lot of artists who are like, they're like, yo, like you're just super cool, like down to earth, and they'll fuck with me off that. Besides the fact that they just really like the mixes that I do for them, type of thing. So
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds like a good path to go on as a producer.
And so everybody's like Biden or Trump for president, but the real conversation is how do we feel about Kanye for president, man? Are we about to
Let's just say,
put his name in that ballot?
Bro, I'd rather
let's
have
just
him than
say,
either of them. Fuck it.
let's just say for early voting, I wrote in my own name. I'm not playing around. Me for president.
Exactly, man. I'll definitely give you a chance because these bozos, come on, come
Damn,
on.
bro. I just got into an argument with some random ass dude on Facebook because I was like, "Oh, blah blah blah, butthurt ass Trump supporters gonna be mad at this post," and then he commented and was like, he was talking about oh, well, you're probably a Biden supporter. And I was like, bro, who said I support Biden, bro? Like, you're just assuming that shit. Like,
Exactly, and this election is like way too polarizing, bro. It's a scary almost because everybody's going so hard for their side, and people are
yes,
losing
bro.
friendships, everything. It's just too much surrounding the system that has been failing everybody for too long.
Yes, bro. Like literally, there's not a day I don't go on Facebook where I see somebody say, if you voted for Trump, unfriend me. I'm serious. And it's just like, damn, like people are, I mean, I don't blame them though, because like peace of mind is everything. But at the same time, like people have to realize that people have to learn how to respect other people's opinions, even if you don't like them.
Exactly, and going so hard for these public figures that you've never ever met before, like this guy just called your mom fat and you didn't do anything about it.
And what about like
Exactly.
how come all these Southerners are all this like they love Trump so much? It doesn't even make sense, bro. Like, he's like the
I
most
don't
New
get it.
York ass motherfucker, and they just
Right. I
love it.
don't
It
get it
doesn't
at
make any
all.
sense to
Exactly.
me either, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is
Like
Exactly. You're not
strange,
even a part
bro.
of his demographic.
Sad.
literally, not even a part of your demographic. He literally doesn't even see you.
But nah, though, broski. So since you're 21, you're a 2000s baby, right?
No, I was born at the bare end of '99, bro.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not no '90s baby though. I'm not no '90s baby though. I'm not gonna cap to you and be like Rugrats. You feel me?
but not but still kind of coming from that newer generation. Is it I was literally just about to ask you how we're doing on time.
This is the
Yeah,
life we live right now.
this is definitely a good one though, because like yeah, the other interviews I've like been like getting caught up. Like man, are we even speaking that long? Like what the fuck? Like the time has been confusing to me. Or like
Yeah, true. I wish we'll figure something else out.
on the guys. Broski, I was asking you, do you think it's still important for artists to know how to freestyle?
Yes, it's super important. I feel like especially when I record, I try to always like, I try to, I guess like you could say it's the Tory Lanez approach. Like I'll go through the track first, just trying to pick up like my cadence and how I'm gonna do it melodically, and then from there, after again, I'll just listen back to it a bunch of times and try to figure out what words I'm doing. But it is important for artists to know how to freestyle because I feel like there's just nothing better than just getting it off top. You feel me?
Exactly. My boy, man, do you have you been in other cities doing music in other cities or working with?
Yes, sir. I was just in Atlanta like a month ago, and we were just trying to network with artists out there. We actually went to Street Execs, which is that big studio that like Two Chainz, Lil Baby be in, and all that. And I was hanging out with this engineer. Well, he was the engineer for our session, but he ended up being more of a producer. his name was like Shoddy Fresh or something, but he had like Gucci Mane credits and shit like that. Like he was actually doing it. Like bro was icy as hell too. Like man was sitting in session like with a fat ass BB chain, bro. Like I was like, damn. Like they move different in Atlanta for sure, bro. They
Yeah,
move so
but they're
different.
like people are nice out there though. I feel like it's probably pretty easy to make connections out there.
No, yeah, people over there are super, super cool and like just like wanting to work. It's so nice, bro. I wish more people in Atlanta. I wish there were more people like that in Chicago.
Yeah, it's definitely different in Chicago. People have more. I don't know. They just
Yeah, just a
More to
they're
themselves.
colder up there, bro.
a tough city. We're just so tough over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody's like so self-confident.
yeah.
They don't
Unfortunately,
really
in
want to.
Chicago, the only way you're going.
We're listening to you.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Oh, my fault. My bad. Oh, I was saying how like you can't really make it out of Chicago unless you make it in another city first.
Man,
You got to blow up somewhere else.
that's so crazy to even have to even have to think like that. but
Yeah, that's
but
tough. Motherfuckers
yeah.
gonna blow up in Wisconsin before they blow up in Iraq.
right. Right. And especially depending on like the subject matter of your music, because if you coming out gang banging extra heavy, then yeah, you're isolating yourself from a lot of
Yeah.
people.
That's also why I don't like. I just feel like I have to talk about certain stuff that's different because everyone in Chicago talk about banging, and obviously that's not me. I mean, look at me.
Nah, my boy, we
Motherfuckers wolfing, bro. I ain't got a cut in months, bro.
Me too, man. This is damn quarantine.
and so, man, you just excited to get your music out here more, man, and start doing videos and maybe rock a stage one time.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, but I mean, I just want to wait for those moments where I know I'm completely ready for it. I think that's why it took me so long to even drop my music too, because I knew I didn't want to do it unless it was done right. You feel me?
Exactly.
I feel
And
that.
so, and
The more you push it out there, the more response you get, though. And then you learn from that too. I feel
That's
like it's a
true.
balance. It's a balance of what you put out.
Yeah, I do be worried about that sometimes. So yeah.
that's true. And so, man, bro, who would be your dream feature, or who would you most want to do a project for?
Most want to do a project for?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Probably like Party or Bino, one of those guys. Like being a part of those projects would be really cool for me. I feel like I just like really enjoy their sound.
Oh man, the creativity level during that session would probably just be insane because yeah, like every song is, I would imagine it would just sound so different.
Yeah, literally. Like Bino is so diverse. Like none of his albums sound the same stacked up next to each other.
Yeah, you could pretty much do anything with them.
And then doing songs with artists like that, you'll probably really understand like how to put together an album and tell a story through the album, through the music of the album.
Yes, that's one thing I want to get more into. I wish I like hopefully in the future, like I get into like bigger sessions where I can like really see that because it's more different seeing like smaller artists being able to like create projects compared to bigger artists because bigger artists will like really take the time into their craft, multiple studio sessions, and I feel like that's another thing because a lot of artists, especially in Chicago, like cheap out on their music like quality wise, anything. Like they'll just go to their session, get it recorded, get like the light mix that's not even mixed right or mastered right, and they'll drop it like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I
It's
see
a
that a
whole
lot.
it's a whole different thing going into album mode.
Yeah, totally. If you're in album mode, you scrapping like at least half of it at some point.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And so, and so, my boy, do you have a couple more songs we could play while you broski?
Yeah. I mean, if you just want to go hop on the SoundCloud more, the other stuff on there is like I have like a Drake cover for Passion Fruit. That one's pretty good. But yeah, I have like some R&B stuff on there too. I have like a couple originals, but you can
All
go
right,
ahead and play anything on there.
I bet. Let's play 3 tracks back to back. late night situation.
Hey, y'all get some more drinks going on. I found a hole.
The intro to the song long as hell, so I'm sorry if it takes a while.
No, it's all good.
Listen, seeing you got ritualistic, lending my soul of addiction for now, 'cause I'm falling apart. Yeah, tension between us just like picket fences. You got issues that I won't mention for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passing with the things you say, passing up on my own ways. I can't believe now. Passionate from miles away, passing with the things you say, passing up on my own ways. I can't believe now. Hard to building trust from a distance. I think we should rule out commitment for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Leaving, you're just doing that to get even. Don't pick up the pieces, just leave it for now. They keep falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passing with the things you say, passing up on my own ways. I can't believe now. Passionate from miles away, passing with the things you say, passing up on my own ways. I can't believe now. Listen, listen,
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Let's peep. MVP.
Oh, Prince, I think you're still muted, boss.
Coming through with those Drizzy Drake vibes, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the production was really nice too.
Yeah, thank you. I actually sampled the song off that, like, and then I just put my vocals over it. The actual song I sampled is by Yaiji. She's a like I think what's her ethnicity? I think she's Korean. Yeah, she's like a Korean like DJ, but she goes crazy.
That's lit. Yeah, that beat was wild.
Shit, she sounds lit.
Oh yeah, let's go for MVP.
MVP,
baby.
When you hit my line, expect a fee. I don't move for nothing unless something is green. Just met your girl last week, now my dick is clean. She know I'm the best, that's why she with me. All that shit you talking, that's some blasphemy. 015, that's my game and it blasphemy. Lean with the fail, call that alchemy. When I shoot my shot, they chin MVP. When I shoot my shot,
I like that too. I like your flow a lot in that one.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that.
What do you want us to play for the last one? For the finale, the grand finale.
Ooh. Let's hit them all different. Play Pleasure, because I like that one.
Go crazy.
That one's way more R&B. It's just like I just want to probably like best to show off how diverse I am. I think that's probably my best bet.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
My boy about to be the next superstar in this game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I said heaven, and I swear that pussy smell like blessings. Let's have a session, roll it up and we gon' wave out. Telling you don't force that shit, just let it play out. Got like 2 bitches in that Bocarina. Searching hard, I'm just looking for a happy ending. You just swimming in the wave, but I am the wave. Soon as you give me permission, we gon' fly away. I got you leaning, I got you leaning. I got you feeling, I got you feeling. Don't ever tell me nothing, don't tell me nothing. Young nigga can't tell me nothing, no. Blessings. All this good shit in my head, I never had a blessing. Had a bad relation, light a blunt and then I'm dressing. Another one and then we sexing. Pass the Henny, we finessing. Girl, I'll be your lavish. I got you on it, girl, I'll give you pleasure. Pass the weed. Fuck you right, we don't need ecstasy. We finessing, girl, I'll be your lavish. Got you on it, girl, I'll give you pleasure. Pass the weed. Fuck you right, we don't need ecstasy. We finessing, girl, I'll be your leverage. I got you on it, girl, I'll give you pleasure. Pass the weed. Fuck you right, we don't need ecstasy. We finessing, girl, I'll be your leverage. Got you on it, girl, I'll give you pleasure. Pass the weed. Fuck you right, we don't need ecstasy.
I'm rocking with it.
Thank you, gang. I appreciate it.
My boy, man, you definitely got to let us know when you're about to drop a big single or drop a video or something, so we can have you back on the show, Broski.
Will do. Hey, I appreciate y'all having me on in the first place, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot for real.
You were a good guest.
Definitely, man. I like everything you're doing out here, my boy.
Thank you, both of y'all. Appreciate y'all so much.
My boy, man. Let's link up soon, broski.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna hit your line right after this.
My boy. Everybody out there, have a good night. If you're a mom and you're above an 8, inbox me.
Have a blessed night, man. Get that good
my
sleep
boys,
tonight.
man. You guys have a good night.
You too. Peace out, gentlemen. Have a good one, boys.
Have a good one, y'all.